So it's 1987. A Florida garage spits out the most brutal sound ever. Death metal is alive. This is Headbangers History. This is where we dig up the bones of metal's past. Today, we're going to tear into the rise of death metal. The band Death, Morbid Angel, Cannibal Corpse. How did this gore-soaked genre conquer the underground? And why are you still not subscribed?
You're my subscriber?
Smash the red button, join the death pit. Let's get heavy.
You are the sun, I am the black, you're the light of the world.
So welcome back to Headbangers History. This is the show that cranks metal's darkest stories, up to 11. I'm Fred Carroll.
Fred.
Carol? Carol?
Your guide to the heaviest revolution in music. Death metal wasn't just music. It was a blood-soaked rebellion. While thrash was speeding up, death metal went deeper. Growls, blast beats, lyrics that'd make your mom faint.
When the skulls fall of flame.
By 91, Morbid Angel's Blessed Are the Sick was moving 100,000 copies underground. No radio needed. That's the power of death metal cult. Do me a favor and drop a comment. What's your favorite death metal band? Let's see who's the sickest.
Answer the question.
So how did death metal crawl out of the grave? It's the mid-80s. Thrash is king, but some maniacs wanted more. In Florida, Chuck Schuldiner formed Death in 1983, blending thrash's speed with horror-inspired chaos.
All the big names from hard rock and heavy metal are in the same place at the same time. And I think you know these guys who have joined me now. I'm joined by Chuck from Death and Chris from Cannibal Corpse, who we last met up on the Full of Hate festivals actually in Germany. So what have you been up to then since, Chuck?
Well, we've been touring. We just got done with the U.S. tour with Gorefest and Sacrifice, which went really good. That's about it, taking a break.
Their 1987 debut, Scream Bloody Gore, sold 50,000 copies independently, which is insane for a band singing about zombies. Meanwhile, in California, Possessed, Seven Churches 85, gave us the term death metal with its demonic riffs. This album really pissed my parents off.
Praise Satan.
Then there's the UK. Napalm Death's Scum in 1987 introduced Grindcore with songs as short as 1.3 seconds. That's not music. That's a chainsaw to the face. These bands took thrash's aggression and cranked it to unholy levels. Want the full gory details? Hit that like button. It helps us slay the YouTube algorithm.
Uncle Ned and I found it on YouTube.
What? YouTube? What?
Ned.
So Death's Chuck Schuldiner, Morbid Angel's Trey, Azagothoth.
Are you sure about that?
Cannibal Corpse's Corpse Painted Chaos, and Obituary swampy riffs. Let's meet the godfathers of gore. First Death, Chuck Schuldiner, the Einstein of death metal. Their 1990 album Spiritual Healing sold 200,000 copies, blending technical riffs with philosophical lyrics. Then Morbid Angels, Florida's occult overlords, Altar of Madness in 89 hit 150,000 sales with blast beats clocking 200 beats per minute. Cannibal Corpse brought the shock factor with Butchered at Birth in 91. It was banned in Germany, but still sold 100,000 copies. And don't sleep on Obituary. They're swampy, sludgy, slowly we rot in 89, defined Florida's sound. But here's the kicker. These bands thrived on DIY. Tapes and zines, no MTV, no Spotify. By 95, death metal had spread to Sweden, birthing bands like Entombed. That's your power. So a little death metal trivia here. Prove to me you're the sickest fan in the flex. Prove to me and flex in the comments. What was the original name of Chuck Schuldiner's band before Death? Question 2. Which Morbid Angel album was the first death metal record to chart on Billboard? And question 3 is, what's the gnarliest Cannibal Corpse song banned in Australia? Drop your answers below. Another fun fact is death metal's low growls actually inspired modern vocal techniques in metalcore and gen. That's right. Your favorite bands owe death metal their soul? Maybe. Perhaps. Want more trivia? Do me a favor and subscribe. So death metal didn't rot. It actually mutated. In the 90s, bands like Deicide and Suffocation pushed technicality, while Sweden's melodic death metal, think At the Gates, In Flames, they added melody. In 2024, death metal festivals like Netherland's Deathfest drew 10,000 fans, and Cannibal Corpse's Violence Unimagined hit number 45 on Billboard.
Records, but never like this. What were some of the new challenges in everything, from the writing, the recording, to the rehearsing of it?
We finished our last tour at the end of 2019, and that's when everything started hitting. We had planned last year to be off. We were not going to be doing anything. We were going to be doing the new album, writing, and doing the new record. So nothing really changed. I mean, especially for me, I came in when the songs were finished, when the guitars and the drums were done. Alex lives, not in Florida anymore. And so he did his bass separately. So usually it's guitar, drums, guitars, bass, vocals, solos. Alex basically had his songs, put drum machine to it, sent them to us. Paul, of course, puts his tweaks in, and then, everyone learns.
Proof that this genre is still kicking. So what's your take? Is old school death metal untouchable, or do new bands slay harder? Drop a comment, let's spark a bloodbath. And if this episode ripped your face off, share it with one of your friends. Because one share equals one more corpse in our pit. I need to grow. I want to keep doing this. I love doing this, but bills have to be paid. So help me grow. Share my page, share my vision, be a part of it. Tell me what you want to hear. That's it for this episode of Headbangers History. Death metal didn't just scare the mainstream. It actually reshaped metal forever. If you love this, you know what to do. Next week, or next episode, I should say, we'll dive into black metal's frozen blasphemous rise, like Mayhem, Burzum, and a few more. But who's your favorite black metal band? Tell me below. Stay brutal, stay sick, keep banging that head. I'm Frank Carroll. I'm out.